It is the top of the hour. No matter where you are, whether you're meeting with us online on Zoom, or if you're on YouTube, or if you decided to meet with us later in the week when time opens up for you, that's absolutely fine because you are here at the right time by divine appointment to be here with us at Unity of Tacoma. So we're so glad, no matter where you're from or where you're at. I know there are a lot of people on vacation this weekend, enjoying the last official weekend of the summer before most people have to go back to school and work and both. So I'm really excited to have you, those of you that could join us here this morning at Unity of Tacoma. My name is Lori Irwin Johnson, and I am the spiritual leader for today, and I use the pronouns she and her. So I'm really excited to have this opportunity to be here and to be part of your Sunday morning. All right. So today, because it is Labor Day weekend, I'm going to be talking a little bit about work. So living your purpose and vision beyond work is my title today. So some of us, the word work reminds us of a job that we're doing, or currently working, or a job that we were in before, whether we enjoyed the job or not, or the previous employment that we've had. We're going to be talking about what work means in a different context, not just from the fact that we are laboring or working for a paycheck, but we're going to be talking about what it means on a spiritual level. What does it mean to be a person who is working in the world? So no matter what your age, doesn't matter where you are in your stage of life, we're going to be talking about work as a sacred time, a time to give and a time to receive. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we go into that, I want to go ahead and start with the announcement I have. I only have one announcement today because we're in the middle of summertime. We only have a few things going on right now. But I do want to say that we do have our sandwich and lunch making outreach that we will be meeting this month. We normally meet on the first Saturday of the month, but because of the Labor Day weekend, we have decided to meet on September 13th. So it was the second Saturday of the month. And we're going to be meeting at 11 a.m. We meet at Surge, South Tacoma, which is at 54th and South Tacoma Way. We all meet at 11 o'clock. We get together. We have a team. We create lunches and sack lunches to be going to go to out to the unhoused in the Tacoma area. And we work with Nativity House to be able to hand those out. So it's a really great opportunity to give back to the community. And with school starting and things coming up right now, a lot of people are busy. So the resources for the unhoused kind of gets dropped for a little bit because of the fact that we are now focusing on our families returning to school and coming back from vacations and stuff. So they really need good resources. So good opportunity to reach out to the community and give where you can. So if you have any questions, you could email me at lori@unityoftacoma.org, and I can hook you up and tell you where we're going to meet and how that goes if you have questions. All right. Did I do okay, Victoria? Victoria is the one that normally does announcements today, but I am filling in. All right. I'm sorry. I need to move my cat. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off our service today with a prayer for protection. For those of you who know the prayer for protection, you can say it with me. The words will be on your screen. And let me go ahead and share that for you. And let's say these words together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. So I'd like to take this opportunity right now to go into prayer. We are very aware of what happened earlier this week in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with the school shooting. And we know when this happens, we always wonder why this happened. How could this happen? And unfortunately, we don't have the answers for that. But we can hold people in our hearts. We can hold families, friends, everyone involved. in our hearts and our minds, to be able to hold them in prayer and to lift them up into the light. So our hearts ache for the children and the families that are affected by the school shooting. We lift up all of the lives that were lost and hold their families in prayer, surrounding them with our comfort, with God's light and strength and peace beyond all understanding. We pray for those who were injured, those for the classmates that risked their lives to protect their friends, and for teachers who did the same, and for the whole community who is shaken by this tragedy, because you never know. You send your child to school, you get up, you expect things to go as normal, and something like this happen. And we just want them to know that we are holding them in prayer, and we are guiding them with spirit to be healed, to be whole. And we are looking to find comfort and to share that comfort for those who are in need. And we hope that this energy that we send out will be picked up by them, and it is used in a way that can support them and those in need. And as we hold everyone in prayer, we say thank you. Thank you for this time. Thank you for our attention to be able to focus on other people that are in need. We are so busy with our own lives that sometimes we get caught up and we forget to be grateful for what we have, the family that we have, the friends that we meet with, and the connections that we share. And so with gratitude, we say thank you. Thank you for our time together. Thank you for the health and wholeness of our family and our communities. And never forget to be grateful for what we do have, because you never know when we won't have it. So with our love and our peace and our hope, we say thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. Okay, let's start off with a little bit of music. I picked this song, and I think it's a really good one. So I'm going to share this with you, and just sit and relax and listen.
Big plans, so many dreams, but life guided me to where I'm truly meant to be, holding on tightly, but I gotta let go. What's meant for me will never miss me. Oh, my heart already knows. I am right here, living this moment. Oh, all the tears I cry, holding on to fear, I release it all. I'm right where I belong. I'm right where I belong. When I get scared to take a leap, I look back to see how far I've come. I can't face anything, holding on tightly, but I gotta let go. What's meant for me will never miss me. Oh, my heart already knows. I am right here, living this moment. Oh, all the tears I cried, holding on to fear. I release it all. I'm right where I belong. I'm right where I belong. I am right here, living this moment. Oh, all the tears I cried, holding on to fear. I release it all. I'm right where I belong. Right where I belong. I'm right where I belong. I'm right where I belong.
Oh. Our affirmation for today: I am centered in spirit. My purpose is alive within me. So say this with me: I am centered in spirit. My purpose is alive within me. Just let that soak in for just a minute. Let's just sit in it. We're centered in spirit, and our purpose is alive. Whenever I get to a point where I am struggling with something, and there, I've been exposed to so many different spiritual teachers in my life, but I always go back to Deepak Chopra because he was my first spiritual teacher. I really enjoyed his first books, and I just really got into what it was that he was saying. I just understood it. And so this week I was thinking, a lot of us are struggling right now, whether we're looking for a job or we're transitioning within a job, or maybe we're looking to retire, or maybe we're looking to go back to work after we retire, or whatever it is that we're doing right now. We're in this transition period. And so it reminded me of kind of what we were doing during COVID, and it seems like it was only yesterday for those of us that were experiencing that, but it's been 5 years since the beginning of COVID. And so we're still experiencing the aftermath of that. But we all remember how uncertain it was, how times we just didn't know. I was out of a job. Lots of people were out of a job. We were worried about becoming sick and losing our family members, losing our own lives. There was just so much going on. And so it kind of reminded me of what was happening then, in a way, because we are experiencing a lot of change in the workplace and in the workforce in general. And so I was looking for, I wonder what Deepak Chopra says. And so, of course, Deepak Chopra had something to say. So he says that there are three big mistakes that we make when it comes to work and about ourselves doing our work in the world. And I wanted to share those with you because I think it's really important. The three biggest mistakes that he says that we make are setting your expectations too low, feeling that you have to be certain, and not seeing how much you will grow. So he explains each one. Mistake number one, low expectations. He said there are few people gifted with a roaring self-confidence who expect to conquer the world, but most people are unsure of themselves and uncertain. Most of us, I'm going to say this out loud, most of us are unsure of ourselves and we are uncertain. He says they want to feel safe, and they think that by lowering their expectations, a sense of security will come to them. It isn't true. Setting your expectations too low traps you into jobs that have a low possibility of expanding into anything worthwhile. For every copy boy who becomes editor of the newspaper, every tour guide in Hollywood who sells a blockbuster script, there are hundreds more who remain stuck in those jobs. It's not really the job that keeps anyone stuck. It's the psychological limitations of setting your expectations too low. Number two, the trap of certainty. Life is uncertain, and the vast majority of people feel so uneasy that they seize on certainty when they shouldn't. They follow the opinions of the people around them, go to work where they are expected to, and only feel secure when they fit in. Yet real success is built upon making peace with uncertainty, turning the unknown into a field of creative possibilities. Personal uncertainty is hard, undoubtedly. It takes a conscious effort to place yourself in a position where it's okay that things are open-ended. But if you don't, the alternative is being in a position that's closed off. And number three, neglecting growth. Most job interviews follow the same pattern, where the applicant tries to prove, even before setting foot in the door, that he knows how to handle the job. The ritual is empty, a piece of drama that's supposed to show confidence. In reality, great careers are built on growth. Seeing your own potential to grow isn't easy, especially when you're young. But it's a mistake not to see that you will grow, meaning that your future self, although out of reach at this point, has an enormous amount to offer. What you can do today, what you know, and how far you can see, this is all provisional, awaiting the mysterious process of growth. What ties these three mistakes together is everyone's inability to predict who they will be in the future. Insecurity, anxiety, and the pressure to hold a job are powerful forces. They tempt us into believing that we will always feel what we feel now, always think what we do the way that we do now, and always see the world through the lens of the present. The need to feel secure is what gets most people into trouble, which is why the three big career mistakes are so prevalent. So I thought that reading was really appropriate for today, especially for those of us who are looking to change and make changes in our lives. And on this Labor Day, I thought it would be a good opportunity for us to find out what it means to be in a world where we have to work. Now, I know it's difficult because most of us have to work. We have to work to make a living, pay the bills. And if we're not working now, at one point we did have to work to get to where we can retire and still be able to pay the bills. And then there are still few people who aren't working, whether they're not working by choice, whether they're stay-at-home parents, or they've decided to open their own business, or for those of you who are unemployed or transitioning from jobs into a new workforce. We are looking at a change and a shift in consciousness in our society and in our culture right now. We've seen a lot. And so today on this Memorial Day weekend, I thought it would be important for us to take a look at what that means for us as spiritual beings on this planet. So if you haven't noticed or haven't read what's going on in the news lately, we've heard a lot about how workers are becoming less and less appreciated. So we notice that there is more return to work mandates. So hybrid and remote work is becoming less prevalent. Tech companies are asking or requiring their employees to put in 60 to 90-hour work weeks. And there's an increase in an unemployment right now from people who are losing their jobs and looking for jobs, and for AI is taking the place of jobs, will be the future in the coming years. So where are we going to go with all of this? With all of these opportunities shifting so quickly, what's going to happen? We feel insecure. We feel uncertain, like Deepak Chopra was saying. So we are feeling the pinch right now. Those of us still in the workplace, and those of you who are previously working, we are also experiencing downturns in unemployment opportunities, and retirement is not going up as quickly as we'd like. Opportunities for supplement to people who need the supplementation, so SNAP and even changes in insurance is happening. I got a letter in the mail just the other day how the insurance is going to be changed, especially those of us who are paying for our own insurance in the marketplace. So it's a lot of things are changing, and so it feels uncertain. And so we want to be able to look at what it is to be a worker in the world. And because Labor Day is a day to celebrate work, I would like to talk about work as a celebration, even though we see all of these things that are happening to us and we're feeling that uncertainty in the world. For some of us, work stirs up memories of jobs that we've held in the past, maybe jobs that we currently have, work that we would like to do. But lots of the work that we have done is draining. Some of it has been supportive, and some of it has been joyful. And so there's lots of opportunity in our lives, no matter what season of life you're in, that you experience work. Work is never finished. And I was just talking about that this morning. Rest is something that we all have difficulty with because our culture is something that doesn't support rest. We're always supposed to be doing instead of being. And so why is that? Why are we so invested in our work as our identity instead of our being as who we truly are? So work, though, is bigger than a job. Now, many of us have a job, but work is more than that. And work is the way, we can look at it this way. We can say that work is the way that we bring our purpose into the world. It brings our ideas and our thoughts and our actions into form. Work is the way that we vision the world to be. So as we do our work, we are trying to create in this world. We are manifesting with our hands and feet. So the work we do is sacred. It's something that we at Unity know that we are manifesting in our lives. And we need to become very intentional about where we're placing our attention when we are doing our work. So for those of us that are transitioning right now, maybe transitioning from a different position or a different role, we need to remember that what it is that we are going to be doing is important to the world, is important to us. It is part of our purpose. So what is it that we truly want to do? We have to get really, really, really intentional about it. What is it that we want to leave this world? What is the legacy we want to share? And that means no matter what your age is, or your unemployment, or your employment status, or your physical ability, you still have work to do. And it's joyful, and it's sacred, and it's expressing spirit through us uniquely as us. Unity teaches us that life is consciousness. And because of that, work never is about what we do. It's about how we show up in doing it. I want to say that again. It's never about what we do. It's how we show up in doing it. So you think of all the times when a person is working. So a carpenter, for example, the carpenter shapes wood and builds tables and maybe frames houses. Do you think that that's just a job for that individual, especially if they've been doing it for a long time? Oftentimes people do it because they love it. It's something that gives meaning to their lives. And so I imagine even a carpenter who brings love and consciousness and excellence and divine order to what they do, they're infusing their work with spirit and they're manifesting this beautiful thing in the world. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you work in a classroom or in a hospital or in an office or in a kitchen or in a grocery store, or whether you're offering time to volunteer at your church or other organizations to take care of your children or grandchildren in community groups, or even as you're creating art. All of this is part of your divine purpose. It's something that you're expressing in the world and you're bringing manifest into the world. And that is what work should, and we at Unity know could be. Eric Butterworth said, your job is your ministry, wherever you are and whatever you are doing. That means that if you're a grocery store clerk, you're a minister of kindness. If you're a teacher and you tutor your neighbor's kids, then you're a minister of encouragement. If you're a grandparent who talks to their struggling grandchild, you're a minister of presence. So work is not what we do to earn a living. Work is what we do to express life uniquely through us. So what is our purpose? People assume that our purpose is the role that we have. So I'm a teacher, I'm a nurse, I'm a parent, I'm a volunteer. Or for those of you who retired, I'm a former teacher, I'm a former janitor, or whatever it is. But those aren't who you truly are. Those are expressions of purpose, yes, but that's not the purpose itself. Our true purpose in Unity, and when you're using Unity language, is to express our divine nature. So our purpose is to express, to let God flow through us and allow those God qualities of love, wisdom, creativity, compassion, joy, flow outward in every unique way. We're all different. We all share different attributes in the world, and we're all here to manifest in our own unique way. And our roles change throughout life. They don't stay the same. Seasons of life shift from one to another. So you may be a parent at one point in your life, and then you may be an employee at another part of your life, and then you may be a volunteer. Whatever that is, the essence of your purpose, however, never changes. It is who you are, an expression of who you are in your own unique way. So think about it. The love that you brought to your family, say when you're young, so in your 20s, maybe as you get older, you begin to transition from focusing on your kids as they move on into their own lives. You start focusing on your friends and your community. And then you learn creativity. Creativity is so, so important. And so you start to solve problems, whether that's in the workplace or in your life or in your volunteer position, or you might just do it to express yourself, to be able to give to yourself through watercolor painting classes or music or gardening. And the wisdom that you once poured into the thing that you poured it into in your previous season of life is now just transitioning into a new one. So you're never, ever done with your work. You are constantly shifting from one expression of purpose to another. But that purpose always stays the same. It is always uniquely, divinely inspired by spirit through you and as you. But the form and the how you are expressing is always evolving. So in addition to your purpose, we also think about our vision. So the purpose is our essence. It's who we are. It's what we bring to the world. But our vision is our direction. Purpose says, what are we here to do? We're here to express spirit. Our vision says, how and where will we do it? There's a proverb that says, where there is no vision, the people perish. And isn't that true in our own lives? When we lack vision, we get off track. Maybe we move off our path and we drift into areas that we don't want to be in. We wake up without excitement. We feel time rather than fulfilling life. How often have you done that in your life, where you are just getting through the day? You just got to get through today, and then I will enjoy my time off or my time doing something else. Like Deepak Chopra says, that's not the way to do it. We need to be present. We need to allow ourselves, our divine selves, to express through us and as us all throughout the day. We need to fulfill our lives instead of just filling time. The vision that we have pulls us forward. It's what keeps us vital and alive. Vision keeps us asking, what is mine to do now? How can I live fully today? And how can I give my gifts in this time in my life? Now, you notice that vision doesn't have to be grand. Now, some people have grand visions, but sometimes it's just simple visions. Sometimes it's not just about starting a nonprofit or writing a book, but sometimes it's just as simple as saying, I'm going to be presence for someone today. I'm going to bring peace where I go today. I will use my creative energy to create beauty today. And I will live in gratitude today. That is vision. That is where you're allowing that spirit to move through you and as you, and to be manifest in the world. And when you hold this vision in your heart, then it becomes a map. And spirit decides to organize all of the circumstances and opportunities so they appear for you, and the energy flows through you, and life becomes meaningful, and it stays meaningful, and you move forward in the direction that is your heart's desire. So this doesn't mean that work will ever end then. It means our work will never be truly over, because nature of work just shifts from one time to the next. So maybe you are at this point in your career, maybe you're climbing the career ladder. You're trying to get a promotion, or you're trying to make more money. Or maybe you decided to be a stay-at-home parent, and that's where you want to be right now. And that is where you need to be. That is your vision at this moment, and that is your purpose expressed through you and as you. But that may shift, and it will shift, and it shifts several times in our lifetime. I remember when I was a girl, we used to say, well, when I retire from this job. And it used to be that you would start a job and you would stay there for 40 years, and then you would retire. And now they say that you have to be prepared to shift and change your jobs once every couple of years. You have to be ready to move on, because that long-term career doesn't stay, because the vision changes so quickly now. Where before we had the vision of this life, this thing that we're doing right now, this work I'm doing will be my life's work. And now our lives will change, and with the seasons of our lives, and as things change in the world, we need to adapt. And so changes in our job and our work will be endless. We will continue to change the way we express work in the world each and every day. And that'll continue to grow and expand and evolve. And so we need to be ready to be able to live our work in the world through purpose and vision. So ask yourself, what legacy do I want to leave in this world? What wisdom do I want to share? Not the kind of wisdom I don't want recognition, but what wisdom can I share with another person? And how can I cultivate joy just because? How often do you say, I'm just going to be joyful because I want to right now? I want to experience joy. And you can make that choice. You don't have to wait for something to happen in order to be joyful. You can make the choice to be joyful. Or you can bless the world with your presence, just being present and allowing yourself to allow the spirit to go through you and as you, and you're a presence in this world. And that's a beautiful thing. Your work is not a beingness, however. It is the expression of your beingness, but your work is the tool that allows this beingness to go through you. I know when I was younger, work was all about achievement. And it took me a long time to get out of that. Well, if I work really hard, I'm going to make more money. I'm going to get promotion. I'm going to become a leader. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. And that's what's going to happen. And that's what I want. I want to be recognized. I want to achieve. But as I've gotten older, I've found that my work is more about embodiment. I want to embody what it is that is meaningful to me and brings me purpose, that brings me peace and allows me to be compassionate and loving and joyful in the world. So I no longer have to prove myself. I can simply be, and that's enough. And as through the work of just being and allowing that purpose to go through me and allows my vision to move me forward, I can be exactly what I am meant to be in this world. Not because someone told me, but because I decided that I wanted to express my authentic self in the world. You know, I once knew a person who was retired. She retired at the age of 64. And she was a teacher. And she really enjoyed it. She taught music. And she did that for a number of years. And she just really enjoyed it. But when she retired, she kind of felt like she was lost, like her purpose wasn't being expressed. So she took a leap and decided to go back to work after retirement in a job that was completely different than the one that she had held for several years. She decided to become a volunteer at a hospital. And so she ended up becoming the hospital volunteer coordinator. And so she ended up being employed again. But what started out as something where she just wanted to express her purpose created a new avenue in her life that she didn't even know would be there, something that she didn't even expect. So uncertainty, like Deepak Chopra said earlier, and shooting too low. What are the low expectations that we're keeping for ourselves? Because we keep ourselves in a box when we do that. We need to allow ourselves to express in whatever way is authentically us, so we can express the work that we need to express in this world and allow our vision to pull us forward. And that is what changes from day to day. The purpose always stays the same, but the vision does change. So how are we going to notice this week as we celebrate Labor Day, what our vision and purpose are? What are they? Well, you can take time to go within. You can listen to that still small voice and see what's there. Because you always know within that heart that you have with you all the time, it knows exactly what you need to do. You just need to stop, let go of the concerns and the worries and the what ifs and I should be and I could be's, and just allow yourself to be and say, what is mine to do? And allow spirit to speak. And start making note of that. And that will become your vision. That'll be where you need to be now. And it'll pull you forward into the evolution of your purpose in your life. And remember to look at your joy. Now, I've been in a lot of positions in my life where I did not find joy. I did it because I needed a paycheck. But if you come alive by filing, or you come alive through connection on the telephone, or you enjoy working with children or helping people in need, allow this to pull you forward. Let this be an evolution in your vision so you can express this in the world. Whether you're painting or cooking or being a mentor, or if you love to sing, allow this to come through you. It's more than just a paycheck. It is an expression of who you are, and it needs to be expressed. Suppression of this divine entity that is flowing through you and as you always makes it feel so heavy in your life. Allow that to flow through you and lighten up and enjoy your life and bring that joy to your experience. Notice where you're needed. Now, when you go through your life, be present, be conscious, be compassionate, and see where you and your skills and your divine essence is needed in this world. And that can help you also form your vision. Where can you take that? How can that become what it is that you want to do and express in this next stage of your life? Because you're not stuck in what you've always been like. We get pulled back, and we don't want that. We don't want to be smaller. We want to be bigger. We want to expand. So allow that to be who you are in this world. So live with your vision and purpose on a daily basis. And this is what I'm going to send you off with. Wake up with gratitude for what you already have. Because when you do that, you are telling Spirit, I appreciate all the wonderful experiences that we've had so far. I am ready to experience the next. We set intention. Remember, I am love, I am peace, I am divine order in this life. Set your intention every day. Act with awareness. Be conscious. Don't close your mind to what's going on. Don't become so focused that you don't see what needs to be seen. How am I expressing my purpose right now? Ask yourself, and allow that to be your guide throughout the week. And close each day with a reflection. How was my day? How did I express? How was I able to show up into the world and bring this essence of me in the best way possible? Because that is our true work. That is more than a paycheck. Work is more than a job. Work is an expression of our divine essence. Our purpose is not a role, but it's that eternal call that pulls us forward, that allows us to step into what is called our vision. Our vision is the guide, the compass that allows us to move forward into the right direction we need to go. No matter where we are in our lives, what it is we're focusing on, make sure that we allow our vision to pull our purpose in the right direction. And as we transition from one stage to the next, remember that we're not ending our work. Our purpose is always there. We are beginning a new chapter in our life, and we need to embody the presence that we carry with us all the time. As long as we are alive, Spirit will work through us and allow us to be what we need to be. We just need to focus on the joy and the love and the purpose and the vision and all of the things. Don't allow your work to deplete you. Allow it to feed you. Allow it to fulfill you. So if you're at a time where you're looking for change and things are opening up in your world, now's the time to look, where am I fulfilled? Where is my purpose? And where is my vision pulling me? Let's claim our purpose. Let's live our vision. And let's remember that our true work is not behind us, it's before us. Our true work is always present, and it's always available. We just need to grasp it and run with it. And so it is. So I'd like to take this moment then to go into a meditation that will allow you to go into a space where you might be able to notice what your purpose and vision are. So let me share my screen with you and turn up your microphone. Your speakers, not your microphone. And let's hear this beautiful, calming meditation. So let's take a few moments now and go within. Go ahead and get comfortable. Allow your feet to rest on the floor. Hands relaxed in your lap. If you feel good enough to do so, gently close your eyes. And take a slow, deep breath in and release it fully. Another deep breath in and let it go. Allow your body to soften, your shoulders to drop, your jaw to unclench, and allow yourself to arrive right here in this moment. As you continue to breathe gently, imagine a soft light glowing at the center of your chest. This warm light represents your divine purpose, the spark of spirit within you that has always been present and always will be. With each inhale, feel this light expand. With each exhale, feel it fill your whole being. Silently affirm to yourself, I am centered in spirit. My purpose is alive within me. And from this relaxed state, bring your mind to the word work. Notice what feelings or memories arise. Perhaps you think of a career, a role, or a job that you have or once had. Acknowledge it, and then let it drift like a cloud across the sky. Now imagine the word work softening, expanding, becoming larger than a paycheck or a role. See it transform into the idea of sacred expression. Your true work is not something that you do to earn a paycheck. And your true work is not behind you. Your true work is here and now, expressing love, wisdom, and creativity in the ways only you can. Take a breath and let this truth settle in your heart. And now I'd like you to go within and ask yourself, what is my purpose? You don't have to force an answer. Simply just listen to what comes. Perhaps it's one word, perhaps an image, perhaps just a feeling of warmth. Trust whatever comes. Your true purpose may be to bring peace, to radiate joy, to nurture, to create, to bless. Know that whatever you receive is Spirit's whisper guiding you. Now shift your attention from purpose to vision. Imagine yourself standing on a gentle path, and ahead of you, the path stretches forward and it welcomes you to move in that direction. This is the path of your vision, the unique way your purpose is being expressed in this season of your life. Take a step forward. Notice how it feels. What is calling you onto this path? Is it a project? A relationship? Maybe a way of being? Let an image or a word come into your awareness. This is your compass, your direction for the days ahead. Now picture yourself living your vision. See yourself speaking words of kindness, sharing wisdom, offering an encouragement. Imagine yourself creating beauty, listening deeply, or simply being a presence of peace. Notice how others are blessed by your presence. Notice how your heart feels light and joyful. Allow gratitude to rise within you. Gratitude for your purpose, for your vision, for the sacred work that continues to unfold in your life. And as we come to the end of this meditation, take a final deep breath in and release it fully. Know that your purpose is alive. Your vision is unfolding. Your work, the sacred work of expressing spirit, continues here and now. Feel yourself grounded, centered, and renewed, bringing your consciousness back into your body and into this space. And when when you're ready, you can open your eyes and carry the truth that you are living your vision and purpose each and every day. And so it is. And as we come out of meditation and we bring our awareness back into this space, I would like to do a call and response. Now, I know that you're familiar with call and responses in music, but today we're going to be saying it together. I'm going to have a Labor Day blessing for all of the workers in the world. And when I say the first line, I would like you to say with me, "We bless you." So I will prompt you when it's time. I will start saying it and you can say it with me. So I will read the line, you will say, "We bless you." And so you can be part of this blessing as well. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. We bless the laborers who build and repair, whose strengths shape our homes, our roads, and our cities. We bless
We
you.
bless you.
We bless the clerks and service workers whose patience and kindness remind us that even small interactions can carry great love. We bless
We
you.
bless you.
We bless the doctors, the nurses, and healers who offer skill and compassion to those in need. We bless you.
Bless you.
We bless the teachers and the mentors who plant seeds of wisdom and that continue to grow long after the classroom is left behind. We bless you.
Bless you.
We bless the farmers and the food workers whose labor brings nourishment to our tables. We bless you.
We bless you.
We bless the artists, the musicians, and creators who remind us of beauty and awaken our spirits. We bless you. We bless those who care for children, for elders, and neighbors who are often unseen, yet doing some of the most important work of all. We bless you. We bless those who are retired, whose years of work have built the foundations we stand upon, and whose wisdom continue to guide us. We bless you.
We bless you.
And we bless all who seek work, all who long to contribute, all whose gifts are still waiting for the right opportunity to be expressed. We bless
We
you.
bless you.
May every worker know their worth, may every contribution be honored, and may every act of service, whether great or small, be recognized as sacred. And may we remember that in all we do, we are co-workers with the divine, creating, serving, and building a world where dignity, justice, and love prevail. And we bless
We
you.
bless you.
And so it is. Amen.
So be it.
I want to thank you all for being here today, and I hope you received something important. And now is our opportunity to share with each other.
Well, the first thing I thought of is like, I thought of many years ago, is like people don't have careers anymore. They have jobs, and they're two different things.
That's true.
But the good thing about a career, you can make it what it is. And I thought that was just kind of important to know. And like, I never quite understood in my head or what